They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
What does Anzac stand for? Anzac stands for Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. On the 25th of April 1915, Australian and New Zealand soldiers formed a part of the Allied expedition to set out and capture the Gallipoli Peninsula. These became known as Anzacs, and the pride they took in that name continues to this day.
Why is this day special to Australians? On the morning, the 25th of April 1915, the Anzacs set out to capture the Gallipoli Peninsula in order to open the Dardanelles to the Allied navies. The objective was to capture the Constantinople, now Istanbul in Turkey, the capital of the Ottoman Empire and an ally of Germany. The Anzacs landed on Gallipoli and met fierce resistance from the Ottoman Turkish defenders. Their plan to knock Turkey out of the war quickly became a stalemate, and the campaign dragged on for 8 months.
At the end of 1915, the Allied forces were evacuated. Both sides suffered heavy casualties and endured great hardships. Over 8,000 Australian soldiers were killed. News of the landing on Gallipoli and the events that followed had a profound impact on Australians at home. The 25th of April soon became the day on which Australians remember the sacrifice of those who had died in the war. The Anzacs were courageous, and although the Gallipoli campaign failed in its military objectives, the Australian and New Zealand actions during the campaign left us all a powerful legacy.
So, what does Anzac Day mean today? Initially, with the coming of the Second World War, Anzac Day served to commemorate the lives of Australians who died in war. The meaning of Anzac Day today includes the remembrance of all Australians who have been killed in military operations. It is important for our generation and those who follow to continue to commemorate these individuals. We will remember them.
The Anzac Biscuit. During World War I, the friends and families of soldiers and community groups sent food to the fighting men. Due to the time delays in getting food items to the front lines, they had to send food that would remain edible without refrigeration for long periods of time that retained high nutritional value. The Anzac biscuit met this need. Although there are some variations, the basic ingredients are rolled oats, sugar, plain flour, coconut, butter, golden syrup, bicarbonate of soda, and boiling water. The biscuit was first known as the soldier's biscuit. The current name, the Anzac biscuit, has as much to do with Australia's desire to recognise the Anzac tradition and the Anzac biscuit as part of the staple diet at Gallipoli. The Anzac biscuit is one of the few commodities that are able to be legally marketed in Australia using the word Anzac, which is protected by federal legislation. We've linked the Australian War Memorial website in our post, and you can find lots of different Anzac biscuit recipes and also a lot of information about the history of the Anzacs in Australia.